Welcome back to the channel where we mix things up, and today we're going to be doing another reaction video but predicting the league's top 20 stars in 2020. But this was made in 2015, so 5 years ago. So from here you can see they have KarlAnthony Towns on the Wolves. This was before the 2015 draft, so I guess they did predict the Cat going to the Timberwolves. So there's no Jason Tatum in the league. There's no Jahlil Okafor was in that draft, but that's impressive that they have Jaylen Brown in here. And this was the year after. This is the year before he got drafted, so that's pretty impressive. But we have KarlAnthony Towns on the Timberwolves, Jahlil Okafor on the Knicks, Giannis on the Bucks, Kevin Durant on the Wizards, Jaylen Brown on the Sixers, and Paul George on the Pacers. So let's begin. So looking back at the 5 years, there was like LeBron James and Kevin Durant were at the top of their game, and Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, and D Rose were super dominant. But then stars like Steve Nash, Brandon Roy, Amari Stoudemire, and Darren Williams were all are no longer good. But yeah, this is made by Bleacher Report by Josh Martin. So now let's begin at number 20. We have Jaylen Brown. So this is when he was in his first year of college, and I think he is 23 years old right now. But out of Wheeler State, so that's pretty impressive. He's probably not a top 20 player, of course. He's probably top 40, maybe top 30, I don't know. But definitely Tatum is higher than him, a lot of players. But that's pretty impressive because at least there's not like they put Darko Milicic. I know he wasn't in there, but like someone that bad in here. So from here, but Jaylen Brown, he was still in high school. If not for Ben Simmons, he would have been the #1 player. So yeah. Next we have Dragon Bender on the Brooklyn Nets. Come on, Josh. Dragon Bender? There's only one. Okay. They have him on the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm pretty sure the Brooklyn Nets did not have their draft pick this year. So that's interesting. Okay. So he is really young. The Dragon Bender, the nickname the Dragon Bender is nice, but truly the game truly stands out. Has a fantastic all-around play. Dragon Bender has a 6'1" build, a solid jump shot, and a strong feel for the game. Dominant footwork, and will be an elite player. He needs to develop, give that time, and Bender could be what's next in basketball. Dragon Bender. Let's see. Bender arrives stateside as a top 5 pick. He was the 4th pick. Into the NBA's great next European import. Next great European bust. Next 18, Jahlil Okafor out of Duke. So this was before he was drafted, right before the draft. So as we all know, he's a dominant post scorer, but you don't need post players in the modern NBA. You need shooting and defense, and he's bad at both of those. His use of footwork and fakes get to the basket, and his ability to finish from nearly every convenience vantage point belie his age. So he was like 19 at this time, so I guess I see. But 6'11", 270 pound. He has the making of a 20-point per game scorer and a get-go as a pro. Best case prediction, first person take in the 2015 NBA draft. He was the 3rd pick. Team that selects its style and its roster. Okay, yeah, they do need good shooters and smart passers to suit their strength. Okafor in turn becomes an all-star and a reliable 2010 guy at center. I think he's averaging a single of 5 and 5. I think so. Okay, next. Ooh, DeAndre Jordan. I think next year he made the All-NBA first team, but I don't get why do you have DeAndre Jordan here when he's just a normal center? He was never a top 20 player of all time, or in the 2015. Maybe, I'm not sure, but he's like a top, maybe 100 player, I think. But like these two aren't. So let's see. Putting Jordan on the same page as Will Chamberlain seems crazy, but Jordan, it's a 3rd banana team that's yet to reach the conference finals. Okay, so he's like comparing him to Will Chamberlain for some reason. Let's see. So he re-signs with the Clippers. He did it. He actually signed with the Mavericks. And they, of course, traded him for Porzingis. Then Stockton recognized the Defensive Player of the Year. That didn't happen. On the other end, does enough to sharpen his free throw shooting. He did fix that. So yeah, okay. Next, John Wall. Okay, John Wall is definitely not top 20. Before his injury, he might have been top 30. But John Wall, it was that Achilles injury. He's going to lose so much athleticism. But yeah, let's see. So let's see. They didn't know he was the first pick in 2010, of course. He was a special, averaged 20 and 10. That's, of course he did. It's like being Magic Johnson. Okay, best case scenario. Wall leads the Wizards to the longest and most fruitful since the 1970s. Along the way, he established himself as a perennial all-star starter. He was an all-star. Takes home an MVP. I like John Wall, but MVP. And leads Washington to a title, with the helping hand from a free agent acquired in the summer of 2016. I don't think that happened. I think they got Marcin Gortat. They lost to the Raptors and the Celtics. Okay. That's kind of a... He's definitely not 20, but it's a decent prediction. Next, we have his teammate, Bradley Beal. Okay, that actually might be true. I think Bradley Beal is a top 20 player in the league right now. He was snubbed from the All-Star team. I don't know why Sabonis made it over him. Makes no sense. But if he becomes healthy, he needs to be an All-Star in the years to come. Yes. 3-point shooting has become a beast. Yes. Doesn't have much to do with the ball, with John Wall being the ball handler. Best case predictions. He stays healthy to go to an All-Star. He did that. His shooting stroke became lethal. That is true. And description of the best two guards right alongside Klay Thompson, James Harden, and Andrew Wiggins. Okay. That's an interesting claim. I wonder where we have Wiggins on here. Wiggins, of course, is not. It's probably maybe a top 100 player, but yeah, okay. Next, at number 14, we have Andre Drummond on the Knicks jersey. Okay. Drummond got traded for a second round pick. Okay. And John Henson. Does a 14th best player get traded for a second round pick? I don't think so. So he probably is a top, maybe 100 player. Let's see. So, Stan Van Gundy is still the coach. It's Dwayne Casey now. His low post skills is dominant. He's young and he averaged 14 and 13. Okay. Let's see. Best case predictions. Drummond becomes a passable free throw shooter. Okay. An effective low post, kind of. His near 2010 production, he averaged like 15 and 15. All-Star and All-NBA status. He'll work as a leader. Whispering out Drummond for MVP. I've only seen one person say Drummond should be MVP, and that's Lost and Unbound. Okay. So yeah. Next we have KarlAnthony Towns at 13 from Kentucky. He isn't the quietest dramatic opposite of Jahlil Okafor, yes, but he's close. Let's see. Yeah. Wait, artist with straight on the defensive end. Cat's a good defender? Okay. But he's got the jumper that is really good. Yes, that happened. Let's see. He's going to be a pretty special. Yes, he's big and strong. Thompson's number 1 pick in the NBA draft. He is. His skill perfectly suited to pick and roll basket. Leave an impact. He gains no worse than the 3rd pick to kill on John covered. Okay, so I guess that kind of. But next we have Klay Thompson at 12. Okay, that makes sense. He was pretty dominant at 25. In 2015. He's a top 30 player to 25 player now. But let's see. That ACL tear is gonna definitely make him worse. Washington State has become it defensively, shooting 41% from 3. Best case scenario, challenges this Steph Curry for the best shooting. Okay. Challenges teammate for the best shooting. But Curry's a shooting guard? Okay, we have James Harden and Andrew Wiggins again. Interesting. He and Curry got to a title. True, that is right, with the potential for a dynasty. Okay, he is correct. Okay. Next we have Giannis Antetokounmpo. So Giannis, as we all know, was just eliminated from the Bucks, or from the Heat, and I think is now the 3rd best player in the league. I have Kawhi 1, LeBron 2, Giannis 3. But look at young Giannis. Well, let's see. So driving from the 3-point arc. Oh, okay. Driving to the hoop 2 steps. Yes. Like a Euro step into a dunk. Let's see. If the Greek gets ready, this good. It's Greek free, definitely. This is a star. Yes. Bedrock of, okay, is excellent 2-way. That is right, because you won the Defensive Player of the Year. All-Star, All-NBA, and that is correct. Okay. Josh predicted that Giannis is going to be good. Okay. James Harden at 10. Okay, he's definitely top 5. If in the bubble right now, it's probably maybe AD or Harden at 4 and 5. Basically that. Okay. So he's either 4 and 5 or 6 if you have Kevin Durant and Curry. Okay. So he was a 6th man in OKC. Yes. And then leaped to All-Star to MVP frontrunner when he joined the Rockets. That is true. He did win an MVP 2018. Let's see. So they do have Dwight still on him. He averaged 6 rebounds, not 7 assists, 27 points a game, only behind Russell Westbrook, who they're teammates now. Okay, best case scenario. He takes home in 2015 honors. He was second, so I'll give them credit. Or 2016 he was second, one of those. But he did win it in 2018. Ooh, a championship for Harden and the Rockets. Ooh, okay. Oh, that didn't happen because the Warriors were dominant. So, okay, it makes sense. Next, we have Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. In the beginning of the season, he probably was number 9. So that is a good prediction. But then, this year, Pandemic P has probably been maybe top 15. Maybe. But let's see. So yeah, the injury, All-NBA, All-Defensive, and All-Star performer stuff, and it changed. Let's see. So predictions. Returns from the horrifying injury, yes. Yes. Furthermore, a healthy George puts Indy in the East upper echelon for once again. So that did happen, but they couldn't beat the Cavs. They couldn't beat LeBron, basically. So okay. Okay. Number 8, we have Steph Curry. Okay, I think I have Kawhi, LeBron, Giannis, Harden, Kevin Durant, AD, and Curry. So, okay, this is pretty close. That's because he hasn't played much, but he might be at number 3 or 2. Okay. So, let's see. The best shooter of all time. Yes. Hang on that throne for a while. The best point guard in the league. Yes. Ja Morant might come around. And Lillard is, of course, second, but he's nowhere close to Curry. Let's see. So, Curry used to have ankle issues. That's why they almost traded him. But if he can stay healthy, Curious and ends MVP. Okay. Predicted them. I see you. Okay. That's pretty impressive. Next, we have Blake Griffin. Okay, he's definitely not top 7. Okay, when the season started, he was probably top 20. Now, he's top 100, okay? He had such a bad injury season. It was so sad to see Blake do bad from an All-NBA 3rd team. Having his best season ever, but let's see. They still have him, a reliable mid-range. Let's see, 6 assists. Let's see, so this is basically, I think they're, of course, going to still be on the Clippers. It's going to continue to sharpen his skills and establish a top-tier power forward. Okay. He leads and becomes our first MVP. Okay, he has been top 3 in the MVP on the Clippers, but okay, I see. Blake Griffin was dominant in like 2009 to 2015, and of course it's 2018. Next, Kyrie Irving. Okay. I think Kyrie is about top 15. When healthy, he has a few periods when it comes to combination of ball handling. That is true. He is probably the best ball handler in the league and maybe of all time. You might say Allen Iverson probably has it, but I'm not sure, but okay. Best case predictions. Irving learns that the art of leadership from LeBron. His period of study includes at least 1 title. That is correct. Just as seeds the Cavs reigns to Irving. Okay, so they didn't know that Kyrie would be... he requested a trade because he wanted to control his old team. But so they're basically saying that this was Dwayne Wade's team, but then he let LeBron take over him. So it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be LeBron's team, but he's going to let Kyrie take over. So of course that didn't happen because he went to the Celtics. Next, we have Russell Westbrook at number 5. Westbrook is probably a top... Okay, in the playoffs, he's been like a top 30 player. But before the playoffs, he was like a top 15 player. Let's see. So he did win an MVP. He averaged 27 points a game. That was Kobe. Let's see. So he's so dominant. He's an MVP of his own. That is true. In turn, he became the first American artist since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson. Well, Kevin Durant left and then he won MVP. So, okay. But he still he would win MVP. Like these two, Westbrook and Durant, at least 1 championship. to their shared resume. Next, we have Kevin Durant in a Washington jersey. So we have Westbrook at 5. Wait, doesn't say. Okay. And we have Kevin Durant at 4. So let's see. So it's foot problems. Oh, yeah, he had a foot problem. And so I see why they were scared, because as Bill Walton, Yao Ming, and Brook Lopez, who had foot problems, and they lost a lot of their athleticism and sometimes their career. Brook Lopez, not as much. But let's see. So he's like a Dirk, because he can shoot, probably the best offensive player of all time, can do everything. Let's see. With other studs such as Russell Westbrook and Serge Ibaka, he won't have to burn himself down, and they have Kevin Durant at number 4. Ooh, Cousins at number 3. Okay, Cousins. Boogie had that. Okay, he was the best center in the league, probably a top 10 player in 2018. Then that Achilles tear. That Achilles tear just tore his career. Then Pelicans, he was gonna make it to the playoffs, and he tore his Achilles. He signed a 1-year, $5 million deal. The best center signed a $5 million deal to the Warriors. Put up like 16 and 7 boards, still did good. Then tore his quad in the playoffs, and then he signed with the Lakers and tore his ACL. I feel bad for Cousins, but of course they have him at the Kings because they didn't know he would be traded to the Pelicans. Let's see. So perhaps, let's see. Oh yeah, so George Karl will be the one to make a prosperous era for the Cousins and the Kings. I think that's the general manager. Let's see. With Karl's guidance, their general manager, Cousins matures, kind of. He dominates in the low post and makes him perennial MVP contender. Oh, after the injury, he wasn't. So, okay. It's kind of hard to predict injuries. To Andrew Wiggins at number 2. Oh, okay. This is right after his rookie of the year campaign. So that makes sense when they have him number 2. He was so hyped. He was hyped as LeBron, Zion, maybe even more hyped than Zion. Anthony Davis, he was compared to Kobe Bryant and LeBron James and Michael Jordan. So let's see. NBA third. Yes, okay. Their number 1 pick averaged 20 points on 43% shooting with 5 boards and 8 free throws a game. He became the 5th unanimous choice for Rookie of the Year and the league's 3rd in the first 5 campaigns. Last 5 games he begins. Okay, so I think they're just going to be an MVP and such a beast. Okay. The Timberwolves didn't win. He started to fall off. He got that max, and then now he's traded to the Warriors. I think he can be like a Harrison Barnes. And at number 1, we have Anthony Davis of the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, AD is definitely top 8, top 7, top 6 maybe, but let's see. So they still have him on the Pelicans. So destructive on the court. Both sides of the floor. His post moves are so good. Let's see. Best case prediction complements his face of game type with one on court. He turns the Pelicans into a perennial playoff powerhouse, and in the process claims his claim to default MVP considerations. So okay, he was 2nd, 3rd in MVP in 2018, but then in 2019 he had that whole wanted to be traded thing. But yeah, so that is gonna be the list. It's an okay list, but this is just so hard to predict. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel for this awesome content. I upload every single day, and we'll see you all next time.